Hey y'all, this is Jasmine with Mama J Pro. Today I thought I'd bring you guys along with making some white bean and ham soup. This isn't really a how-to, but I can put down what I put in it in the description. I have a card that has the guidelines for the soup. Started off by putting a nice little amount of olive oil on the bottom of the pan, putting the carrots in there. Well, carrot. Most recipe calls for 2. I add 1 because my husband doesn't really care for it. Put that onion in there to cook down a little bit. That cooked down just a hair. Alright, add a nice glob of garlic. Dear Lord. There you go. I'm gonna say half a bulb of onions and garlic. Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and cook this down until the onions are translucent. Somewhere where you could actually smell it even when you have a cold. About 1 carrot, half a bulb of onion or garlic. Half to a whole onion chopped up. A pound and a half of ham chopped up. You could use whatever ham really tickles your fancy. I would stay away from the sweet ones because that would be kind of gross. And if you're like me and don't plan ahead, you can use canned beans. 2 cans, like the normal size. I think they're 12 or 15 ounce. I don't know. Just rinse them out. If you're doing some dried beans, it's best to soak them overnight. You can follow the package and do the quick cook, which is boiling them for like an hour, and then turning them off. I never planned that far ahead to do dried beans. So we're just gonna let the ham give it a little bit of a color, not a whole lot. So the rest of the spices that I put in it is thyme, black pepper, and then I like to add some of this garlic spread and seasoning, and a couple bay leaves. Most all the other recipes call for water when you add the beans. I like adding the chicken broth. Make sure that it's unsalted, otherwise with the stock and the ham it would be very salty. Go ahead and add the spices now so they'll have time to bloom. About a tablespoon and a half. Right? That says 3 sprigs. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. Alright, it's cooked down enough. We're going to go ahead and add our 2 cans of these. You could always add another can if you want. I usually try to keep these whole, and then I'll take another can and just like mush it in my hands, and it'll make the soup thicker, and I don't know, add a little bit more texture. Bay leaves. This is about half a thing of chicken broth. Such a lovely sound. Do half chicken broth, half water. That way I can avoid being too salty. That's another thing. Most recipes call for salt. I think there's enough salt with the ham, and I use chicken broth. Even though it says unsalted, there's still some salt. Anyway, I'm gonna cook that down for, well, it's 1 o'clock now. I'll let it cook until about 5. Well, 4:30-ish to 5. Pull it off the heat, let it cool down a little bit. It'll help it thicken, and also make it to where you can eat it. Woo! We got some serious nasty weather out there today. Between us all being slightly sick and my poor husband having to work in this crap, I thought it would be a perfect day for soup. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe.